Arthur came, it was a pretty spring day, and Arthur showed up for his very first game. And of course I saw him sitting down there, and I noticed that Coach DeMoore had noticed him as well. And I understand later that Coach DeMoore got Keely Richard to sign a softball, and between innings, Coach ran it out and gave it to him. And you know, I think at that point, kind of the love affair was born.
He's like a player for us, you know, so his demeanor is what I hope to have from all of our players. And so whether you're having a good day or a bad day, you come out here and perform, and Arthur performs every time he's out here.
7-year-old Arthur Irwin isn't just a fan. He's Virginia Tech softball's biggest fan. Since the spring of 2022, Arthur has been cheering on the Hokies softball team, or as he calls them, his sisters. A new family that embraced him with open arms and open hearts. And it wasn't long before the crowd embraced him too.
I asked Arthur if he wanted to do the cheer. So we got down front and we did the cheer together. And that has kind of become a little bit of a Chip and Arthur tradition since then.
Are you ready to get this party started? All right, buddy.
Let's go!
Hokies!
Let's go!
Hokies! Hokies!
Arthur was diagnosed with cerebral palsy at birth, a disorder that includes muscle weakness and in Arthur's case, primarily using a wheelchair to get around.
One of the cool stories that his mom has shared with me is they go to UVA a couple times a year for physical therapy and some treatments, and one of the things they want Arthur to do is to walk down the hallway by himself unassisted. And it's a challenge, and it's it's a challenge for him, but the UVA doctors are so great. They incentivize him by saying, all right, Arthur, if you can walk to me, I'll say, let's go Hokies. And you know I hate saying, let's go Hokies.
One time I was walking down the hallway. Let's go Hokies! Like 10 times.
It so happens that Arthur is in a wheelchair with cerebral palsy, but I don't think he even thinks about that.
The energy Arthur brings to Tech Softball Park extends well beyond the bleachers and onto the diamond, known in the dugout by 2 words.
We call it Arthur Magic because it's been a number of times that we kind of do the cheer together, and lo and behold, the Hokies score a few runs and pull out the win.
Fan engagement's a big in any sport, and so for Arthur to be able to do that, and he's enthusiastic about it, and it gets our blood pumping.
What started as a love for the game has shifted into a love for everything collegiate softball. From correcting adults on the number of new players coming in, to keeping up with the recent rule changes from the NCAA.
Just this past year, there's an NCAA rule that Coach DeMoore and the other coaches can't contact high school juniors until September 1st. And his mom tells me on September 1st, she was driving Arthur to school. And he looked at her and said, Mom, big day for Coach Pete. It's when he can reach out and find me some new sisters.
A dream for any young boy to have 30 older sisters to look up to as his role models. Sisters that attended his first T-ball game and line up to give him high fives after every game, win or lose. And from the front row of Tech Softball Park, Arthur cheers his sisters on in a custom jersey or his own Letterman jacket, letting fans and visiting teams know the Hokies superfan has just arrived in style and is making waves one cheer at a time. Who's your least favorite team to play against?
Probably I would say UVA.
And why do we not like UVA?
Because I go to therapy there, and every single time I go there, my therapist Mark says, "Go Who's," bleh.